Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. A happy Mark Holmes and a happy Joe Boo after the Dallas Cowboys just destroyed the Detroit Lions, especially in the second half. I got to tell you, the first half, the offense came out looking really good the first couple of drives. The second half, they came out and played balls to the wall. The defense started out slow, but they literally shut down the Lions. You have to feel good about how that team ended up playing with nothing on the line. And I dare say that the Dallas Cowboys just sent a message to the rest of the NFL that they are for real. And when you think about what the Dallas Cowboys have played the second half of the season, one of the things when we had all of our 8-8 years, we took care of the teams that we were supposed to beat, but when it came to playing teams with winning records, we could never beat them. We would always end up losing to teams with winning records. Well, every week now we've been playing in prime time against teams with winning records, and we have been coming out on top. I mean, here it is, the Lions with everything on the line. Excuse me, turn the volume down here. The Lions with everything on the line right now, they kicked their ass in the second half. They beat Matthew Stafford down. David Irving is for real. Another forced fumble, another sack. We got another interception, and that's 10 sacks in the last 3 games. All of a sudden, this defense is coming along. Now, we've got some nagging injuries. We got Anthony Brown is in concussion protocol. We have DeMarcus Lawrence, who's out. Wilcox came in and played really, really well tonight. Who knows what the deal is with Morris Claiborne? I'm beginning to think that he may not come back for the rest of the season. But second half, the defense played fantastic. Dak Prescott. I'm uploading a video right now, but for whatever reason, people just do not want to accept what is right in front of them when it comes to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is the real deal. Anybody who thinks that he's a limited quarterback and he can't go downfield, you don't understand football. Winning football is getting a score. It is taking time off the clock to help your defense. It is distributing the ball around. When you look at some of the teams like Pittsburgh, they got Antonio Brown and they got Le'Veon Bell. If you can take those 2 elements out, you can pretty much shut down that offense. You take Julio Jones out of Atlanta, you shut down that offense. But there's so many moving parts, and that's why I called this the Medusa. That's like 1,000 heads that you cut one off, another one takes its place. Because Dez Bryant got 2 touchdown passes today. And if you take Dez out, Jason Witten, as old as he is and as slow as he is, will find a way to get open. If you stop that, you got Zeke Elliott who can go to the house on any play. You shut that down, then you still got Cole Beasley or Bryce Butler or, Williams. It's just too many moving parts that as long as Dak Prescott is finding the open man, boom. And if you look at that series, third quarter, that was all him changing the plays. He saw an all-out blitz coming at him. He checked it down and basically let Cole Beasley know, you're the hot route. I'm going to you. Boom, 10 yards. Same thing with Dez Bryant. He saw the one-on-one coverage with him. It's like, boom, Dez, I'm changing the play. It's coming to you for the touchdown. You are witnessing a true quarterback. Forget the stuff that he was a running quarterback, Tim Tebow 2.0. Dak Prescott is for real. So let me I'm just so excited about how the team played. And, I didn't even realize Joe Boo's out of rum here. So he definitely needs a refill. So, Sarah, of course, Sarah, you'll never leave me. You are always there. Merry Christmas. Nick, thank you for Merry Christmas. But the Merry Christmas is for the Washington Redskins. You're welcome. Nice to see you back, Nick. Randy Gregory looked like he was really tired. He started making a few moves there in the back end, but I don't know that he's going to be that big of a help. But then again, I could be wrong, because what this defense is, we don't have a JPP, although right now it's going to look like David Irving is becoming a JPP. Well, so much for that bottle there, Joe Boo. Damn. David Irving is becoming like a JPP. But the way this defense works is they rotate a lot of guys to keep them in there fresh. Nobody's going to be a 10-sack a year guy, but you're going to collectively collect a lot of them. So I know we're well over 30. I've got to check the stats, but I think we're up to 33. I think we had 27 or 28 last year. So we are way ahead. And when you think that we've gotten 10 sacks in just the last 3 games, you can't ask for much more. This defense is trending in the right direction right now. Wow, you guys are rolling through here with these questions. Tony all the way. Okay. Drink. Nah, I've had enough. I've got to actually be up at work. I've got to get up in about 5.5 hours. So I'm done. Joe Boo can have at it. Yeah, drink, Joe Boo. Tyron Smith, we'll see how it is. He was standing up on the sidelines. Hopefully it's just a mild sprain. Don't play him next week. Let him rest if he has to. I'm drunk. Go Cowboys. Okay, Jeffrey, well, you're ahead of me. So all I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? 13-3. He's now tied Big Ben's rookie season with 13 wins. Can you believe that we lost Tony Romo before the season start and we are 13-3? Wow. It's just unbelievable. I almost just don't know what to say. And so you guys are going to make it hard on me tonight because I see the numbers are just going through the roof. I'm not going to want to sign off, but I can't be up here all night. 13-3. Hello, Johnson, Hiroshima. Damn, let me widen the screen up here because I can't even see all of it. There we go. Well, shit couldn't be much better than that. 13-2. Everybody's just 13-2. 13-2, not 13-3. You know, to me, and, you know, everybody knows I'm on the Dak Prescott bandwagon. I have been for almost a year now. But when you see what he just did tonight, the way he took control of it. Now, Zeke had that one great run, but other than that, he didn't really have that many yards. That was truly Dak Prescott scoring there. And I dare say that every time he is doubted, he seems to come back stronger than ever. And I think he's trying to make that statement for being MVP. You know, a lot of people say it should be Tom Brady, but my argument against Tom Brady is New England is always a playoff team every year. And he missed 4 games. But the interesting thing about with him missing those 4 games, they went 3-1 with 3 different quarterbacks. So you can take Tom Brady from that team, and yet they still won. Whereas we know what the team was like without Dak Prescott and the quarterback. They were 4-12. Right now they're 13-3, tying the best record the Dallas Cowboys have ever had. So in my mind, that alone should make him the MVP. And if you really watch that game, you will see that he took control of that team. That team is his team. He runs that ship. There is no question, no ifs, ands, or doubt. So I wonder where the moron Tom Donnelly is right now, who was talking about our defense as suspect and laughing it up. Yeah, I bet he's over somewhere pounding his head against the wall right about now. NFC champs. Yeah, well, let's hope we're Super Bowl champs. That's what I'm hoping for. Go drink. No, let's not drink. We'll drink after the playoffs there, buddy. For all you guys that just joined in, welcome to the Joe Boo Report. We have more people watching that live streaming now than usual. So if you're new to the Joe Boo Report, I'm Mark Holmes, and this is Cowboy Joe Boo, and thank you for watching and being a part of the Joe Boo Report. But I'm feeling fantastic right now. Do I keep saying 13-3? You know what? It might be from stealing Joe Boo's run. I'm sorry, 13-2. The guys who were watching the halftime streaming, we realized that I wasn't wearing my Joe Boo jersey at halftime. And for you guys who don't know, the number 16, and I'll pull it off now. This is actually Joe Boo's jersey. Okay, so it's not a scrub quarterback's. How much did I drink? Actually, I took 1 shot of Joe Boo's, and I had a Kahlua coffee and rum that I sucked on all during the game. Sup from Maryland, man. Wow. What's with the damn fucking doll? Jack, Oh, Dak Prescott, what are you doing, man? Come on, Jack. We know who you are. You're just trying to get some attention. Mark Scott Van Pelt looks like Mr. Peabody. Yeah, he does. We need a younger tight end. Are you kidding me? Jason Witten is still getting it done. Yeah, see, exactly. You know, we did turn around after I put my jersey on. I'm a creature of habit as far as being superstitious, and I wasn't wearing my jersey in the first half. So, you know, Steve Fleur. No, it's not Steve Fleur. It's Joe Booth. Prescott and Elliott make America great again. Yeah, that's great. Like I said, the Dallas Cowboys right now are beginning to look like a complete team. My biggest worry going into season this year was the pass rush, the defensive line, and it seems like that has truly come together now. So when you look around, if we can get everybody healthy for the playoffs, what can you say is a weak spot? Hell, our kicker even is lights out as far as knocking a guy out. The defensive line definitely was rolling, Jeff. You know, I thought to be honest with you, Sandman, I thought our defense was going to play well, and then when we started playing like shit the first couple of series, I was surprised because I figured that our offense, we were going to probably be pulling guys and that we wouldn't do anything. I thought the Lions would probably win this because it's desperation for them, and I didn't think the Cowboys would game plan for it. But the defense, the way they played in the second half, did they give up more than 50 yards? I don't think they did. I've got to look at the stats, but they played lights out that second half. It was just unbelievable what they were doing. The offense, the only time the offense got stopped really were penalties and them stopping themselves. So they're ready to roll for the playoffs. And I don't know who is thinking that they're going to be able to beat the Cowboys if they play like they did the second half tonight. They can beat anybody, including the Patriots. So we'll just have to wait and see. We got the good old Eagles. So Eagle Hate Week starts right now. So Tom Donnelly, I know this week is your Super Bowl, buddy, because we know your team stinks, that you're already packed up for the offseason, and this is the only thing you have to play for, and you'd love to be able to beat the Dallas Cowboys, but that's going to be a tall task for you guys, man. And I hope that you truly don't lose it after the Dallas Cowboys get you next week. But we'll see. You'll definitely be seeing a lot of Tom Donnelly this week. Yeah, Randy Gregory, I believe, has strained his pectoral muscle. And, again, that's one of those things because when they say they practice, here's what you got to understand. Because of the collective bargaining agreement, you can't have but one padded practice during training camp a day. After the regular season starts, you can only have 11 padded practices for the rest of the season, and they all have to be done and over with by week 11. So when they say he practiced, he didn't actually hit. That's shirts and jerseys and shorts. So they're not hitting, and they don't tackle. So, yeah, he lined up. They did some running plays and stunts and stuff like that, but you're not actually hitting. And there's a big difference of being in bicycle shape or running shape than physically hitting somebody. Your body has to get used to that pounding again. And he, dare say, is not used to that pounding right now. It's just you can't be prepared for football until you actually go out there and really practice. So it's kind of a misnomer when they say, oh, he's had 3 practices this week. Those practices don't mean jack because they don't really do much in practice other than game plan. Well, thank you, Jimmy Ross. I wasn't out on the field kicking ass, but, hey, I just do what I can from here. How many years does Witten have got left? Well, I got to tell you, the way he's playing right now, he's got at least 2 more years, I would say. He doesn't show any signs of slowing down. I mean, he's never been that fast of a guy to begin with, but he is still playing at an all-pro level. Tyron updates right now, sprained knee. We don't know how bad, but I think he'll be okay. He got on Travis Smith was pulling, got his knee a little bit torqued. Fortunately, he actually wears these knee braces that help to keep the knees from being worse. Sorry, I'm a little overly happy here. But they're a knee brace to help keeping it from twisting more than it absorbs a lot of the hit. Yeah, they said he could return, and I you know what, I for one, I was ready to pull the guys at halftime, because after seeing Dak Prescott taking some of the hits that he was taking, I was kind of worried, because Dak is like, you know what, we're going to win this game. And you could see him, he cared about winning, because he was trying to get those first downs and taking those shots. And I'm kind of like, Dak, you don't need to do this. After seeing Derek Carr get hurt, seeing Mariota go out, Tannehill's been hurt. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man? But he is such a competitor that he literally wants to win at all costs. And this is a guy who feeds on being doubted, that he's going to prove you wrong. And you got to love that. I agree with you, Colin, on that they should have benched the starters. But then again, you want the guys to be hungry, and these guys are young and hungry, and they want to play. And there may be a difference, too, because this team is so young. It's not like you're playing a 38, 39-year-old quarterback and older receivers that you have to worry about, being in an ice bath for the next 2 days or so, or are brittle or going to break. These guys are tough. And Dak Prescott, he's 6'2", about 240 pounds, and he can take a hit. That's one thing I noticed when I looked at his college game film is he'd get a hit, pop right back up. You look at some guys and you see him and you say, yeah, if he gets hit, it's over with. But not with Dak Prescott. He's tough. Yeah, well, the Washington Redskins are partying right now. They're definitely having a great time right now because, they now control their own destiny. All they have to do is beat the Giants next week, and they are in the playoffs. And that'd be kind of interesting if we ended up having the Giants, the Redskins, and the Cowboys in the playoffs. I mean, that's kind of like the old days of how it used to be in the NFC East, that we were the division that one of our teams was going to be in the Super Bowl. Let's hope that it's the Cowboys this year. And 12:03. God, man, there's so many of you guys on here, man. I don't want to leave, but damn. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see what Stephen A. Smith has to say tomorrow. Oh, man. Yeah, he's going to be hating life because, he was thinking that, okay, the Cowboys are going to lose this one because the Lions need it. They're not going to play anybody. So, yeah, his night has definitely been screwed. Do I think we can how does Joe Boo avoid the media when he's tricking off with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders? Well, he's been interviewed. He's been seen on TV a couple of times. And I tell you what, I pray. If I only have one wish for the rest of my life, my wish is that the Dallas Cowboys go to the Super Bowl this year. It would be so freaking incredible to be able to bring to you guys all the action at the Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys in it, with Joe Boo there. That would be unbelievable. Greetings from Holland. Wow. I'm sorry, I can't submit from all the way from Holland. Wow. We are all the way in Europe. What time is it there? It's got to be like 6 in the morning or so, isn't it? Wow, Holland. We got Mexico, now Holland. Thank you for joining in, and welcome to the Joe Boo Report. The only way we don't win the Super Bowl is if we play the Giants. I don't believe that because I tell you what, the Giants' offense stinks, and I think they got lucky on both of those games. Had Odell Beckham not gotten that one play, and had we not stopped ourselves so many times with dumb penalties, we would have beat them. Gonna block who over here? Who are we having to block? You guys are scrolling through so fast I can't keep up with the questions. Giants Nation, agree. The bitch-ass Dean Toma. Okay. They were lucky. No, I'm not saying they were lucky. They beat us, but we didn't help our cause any in that game because of all of the mistakes that we made. Oh, Tommy Eagle's back. Tommy, welcome back, buddy. We figured you'd stick your head in here. So remember, you forgot how the Vikings and Giants defense. Okay, that's what we'll be playing in the play. Okay, all right, Tommy. All right, Tommy. We'll see. We'll see. But I do think that we beat the Vikings this year. I believe we also beat Baltimore. I think they have 2 of the top 5 defenses in the NFL. You know, but you know, you're right. You're right. We'll see, Tommy Eagle. But speaking of playoffs, did you guys get your tickets yet for playoffs, Tommy? Oh, that's right. You guys are already out. You're from Fresno. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, well, I'm from Fresno. How's it 9 o'clock in Fresno? Oh, Fresno. Never mind. Fresno, California. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not sleeping on the Falcons. The Falcons have a great offense. Their defense isn't that good, though. Watching from Nigeria. Dangerous thinking. Wow. Welcome from Nigeria. Watching from Kenya. Damn. Wow. You guys are all over the world. Even announcers say have had something to say. Okay. Redskin laugh. Okay. Future champs. Good luck with that, Redskins. Are we sleeping on the Falcons? No, I'm not sleeping on the Falcons. But Matty Ice has playoff record is about kind of like Tony Romo's. I'm sorry, Romo fans, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. But I'm just saying that he hasn't had a lot of success. The Falcons have always been a great regular season team, but come playoffs, they usually aren't that good. And I'm outside Washington, D.C., and their offense is predicated on Julio Jones, who's still dealing with that turf toe, and their defense is not that good. So, you know, anybody can beat you, as the Giants proved in 2007 when they were the 6th seed and we were the number 1 seed and we lost. So you don't sleep on anybody. I didn't even see the Gruden grinder, but here's the interesting thing about Rod Martinelli is he takes guys that are journeymen or guys that have kind of underperformed, and he always seems to get the most out of them. So when you see a guy like David Irving, who all of a sudden is coming from out of nowhere, and people are like, where did we get this guy? Well, we got him from Kansas City, but Rod Martinelli has a way of taking a guy like that with some talent and turning him into a much greater talent. And David Irving is becoming a beast. He is becoming an unstoppable force. And, yeah, the Lions, you know, the thing, wow. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of comments in here. Type 24 if you sub to me. Don't lie, I can check. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't understand that, Callie. Type 24 if you sub to me. Subscribe to me. Okay. What am I subscribing to, buddy? This stream is going just like bonkers. Why did you say that? Dak Prescott? You're not Dak Prescott that got a shirt from me? I do have the monitor in the back, but see, I have to have a second computer hooked up, and I didn't get a chance to hook that up. So if I'm live streaming right now, I can't run that as well with this computer at the same time. You probably can, but see, remember, I'm old and I'm not that computer literate. So actually I have another computer that's going to be set up for doing displays and things. But when I'm doing other videos, because I use a separate camera, that's on. So I put up a highlight highlight video just before I came on. If you watch that, you'll be able to see it, and I think it's actually going to be pretty cool. Well, I think Tyron Smith's going to be okay. He's got actually several weeks now. He's got 3 weeks before the playoff game, so hopefully it's just a sprain and he'll be all right. It looks like it may be just a sprain, 2-3 weeks, and he should be fine. DeMarcus Lawrence to come back for playoffs. I'm popular. I don't know about being popular. I think what it is the Dallas Cowboys are popular, and people are just looking for anything and everything because it's so, you know, you feel good about the Cowboys. You want to find something different, or you want to find something on the Dallas Cowboys. And with most of the media out there always downplaying everything the Cowboys do, I guess people like me because I at least try and tell it like it is as opposed to the bullshit that most of them have out there. Um, how's our deep? Well, here's the thing. A lot of the guys like David Irving. David Irving just got here this year. Collins just got here. Of course, he's a rookie, just got here. So it takes time for guys to get used to a defense, to know exactly what is needed and what's required of them to play together. It also takes time to get used to playing with the guys around you. And that's why that defense has gotten better and better and better as the season has gone along. David Irving's had more time to work with Rod Martinelli to perfect his technique, and that's why it's getting better. Generally speaking, when you look at teams that have gone through and they bring in a lot of free agents, it usually doesn't work out real well because they're used to another system or different players around them that when they come into a new system, it takes some time to get together and learn that system. But the Dallas Cowboys, most of the players are the same players from last year, same coaching staff, so they already knew the system and they could kind of take it to another level. And that's why it's gotten better. Yeah, that's the one thing that we have dropped so many interceptions this year. It's really, really sad. Mark the working man. Okay. Stafford can't do shit if he had the worst receivers. Dak Prescott jumped. Okay. Give me a shout out for answering my question. Okay. XSS 20X. Okay, shout out to you. Nice bitch tits, bro. Okay. Okay, so we got some trolls in here tonight. Tate and Bolden are legit. Yeah. Antoine Bolden is the real deal. So, I think our defense just played better. Yeah, we got a bunch of trolls in tonight. Favorite Cowboy of all time, Roger Staubach, of course. Drink, Joe Boo, drink. I think he said enough tonight. Oh, I love the way Wilcox was definitely knocking boots there. But he was knocking the hell out of people. And I definitely love that. Thank you. Your shirt should read, how about those? Okay. You know what? You can kiss my ass. Roger. Greatest Cowboy defender of all time. Mr. Randy White. He was my favorite from old school. Hitch has definitely laid some wood tonight. Special teams. Yeah, special teams did a good job. Although that one return went a little further than what you want to see. But the way our punter knocked the man out, you got to love it. Correction, no love for Emmett Celery. Okay. Yeah, MMZZ is a troll. Yeah, we get lots of trolls. That's all right because, here's the funny thing. My daughter, who she's a blogger, she's a fashion guru. I would read some of the things people would say. I'd say, man, that's terrible. How do people, how do you get used to some of that stuff that people say? She said, Dad, it doesn't matter whether they like you, hate you, or whatever they say. As long as they're watching you, you're getting paid. So bring it on. I was like, okay. What do I think about Des Bryant's pass? That was pretty good because we forgot that he's left-handed. For him to go to the left and throw to the left, hey, I'll take that anytime. Definitely keeps people on their toes. Is Mo coming back soon? That's the great big mystery is what's happening with Morris Claiborne because we've been hearing that he was going to be back. He's going to be back. I heard that he was supposed to be back this week, but, then again, we've got nothing. I've heard nothing the last 2 days on if he's going to be back for the end of the season. I doubt that he'll play next week if he is. Yeah, the punter should have gotten the Gruden grinder, definitely. Well, Randy Gregory definitely looked like he got tired after a couple of plays. But hey, that's what happens when you're not out there. Aaron Hernandez kills. Well, that's true. I'm not sure that Claiborne's been abducted by aliens, but although something's happened, that's all I can tell you. Wow. Yeah, they may be trying to. You may have a point there, coin enthusiast, that the coaches may be trying to take it easy on, because again, we're with Morris Claiborne because we really don't have anything to play for, and you would like to have them for the playoff. Do I feel our defense is playoff ready? Yes, I do. Detroit is actually a very good offensive team. They don't run the ball real well, but they are a very good passing team, and they had been on, doing really well until Matthew Stafford hurt his finger. It could be Cowboys and Seahawks in championship game. It would be in Big D. Okay. Just came on. Welcome back, Tommy Eagle. Yeah, you know what? If Tony Romo plays against the Eagles, I could see the Eagles trying to hurt him just because they're Eagles and they're shitty like that. Lightning TV, are we friends? Man, I'm friends with everybody that's on here. Kansas City versus Dallas for Super Bowl 51. That would be interesting. No. Oh, fuck you, Tommy. Tyron Smith did not tear his ACL. I've got to check this out because Tommy Eagle's just messing with me because he's a jackass like that. Yes, we truly do have home field advantage. We have the best record in NFL, tied with the New England Patriots, although that wouldn't matter with AFC versus NFC. But, yes, we have home field without. Tyron Smith injury. Hey, Tommy Eagle. It's not torn, you jackass. Dak to the future, Nick. Yeah, you're right. F. Tim Tebow. That's the funny thing. I'm still trying to understand how everybody thought that Dak Prescott was Tim Tebow 2.0 and that he was just a running quarterback. I mean, did they actually look at any of the film, or did they just assume that? Because they couldn't have been any further wrong. Yeah, Tommy Tommy. Tommy Eagle, he's becoming a troll now. He's just like, oh, I messed up on that. Never mind. Yeah, right. Jackass. They missed on Dak so bad. I'm still trying to understand how 9,300 some odd yards is a running quarterback. I'm trying to understand how being ranked number one at a school that doesn't win in college football in the Southeast Conference didn't give him a little bit of plug, as opposed to Carson Wentz being Division I AA champs, where their conference puts 2 or 3 guys in the NFL a year versus the Southeast Conference, which puts in about 50 to 55 a year. So he was playing against NFL talented guys without players around them. I still don't understand how they missed so bad on that. I'm at 4,906. Wow. Getting close to 5,000. Thank you, guys. Dak Prescott is Donovan McNabb 2.0. Oh, God, let's hope he's not Donovan McNabb, because Donovan McNabb was throwing up on the field. I remember that in the Super Bowl. Tommy Eagle. Yes, Tommy, you guys were actually in 2 Super Bowls. Couldn't win them, but you were in them. Dak can't – well, he took a couple hits tonight, and that kind of worried me. But Zeke is definitely a cyborg. Well, as far as sitting at starters next week, I thought they should have sat some of them the second half of this week. I wanted to see them get in, get a little bit of work, and then get off the field. I'm hoping that they won't play them more than about a half or so next week against the Eagles, because the Eagles are a bunch of bums, and I can see them just trying to hurt people just to try and hurt people because they're just dicks like that. Oh, I'm sorry, Tommy. Zeke's on steroids? Okay. We'll smash Atlanta. Well, I tell you what, if the Dallas Cowboys play like they did that second half, there's nobody they can't beat. I think we can beat the New England Patriots, because I tell you what, if that pass rush can do what they've been doing the last couple of weeks against Tom Brady. Tom Brady does not like to get hit. He does not like to have pressure. And if you can put pressure on him, you rattle him. I agree with you. Dak Prescott is so good. You can't compare him with anybody else because, he literally, it's not just his play on the field. It's also his command of the huddle, where he knows the ins, the outs, the details, and he makes sure everybody understands your role and what we're trying to do. Right, a little dog Brady, yeah. Fuck you, Tommy, and your eagle. Zeke got extra candy mark. Okay. Gregory, that's what I tried to tell people before, that, yeah, Randy Gregory's out of shape. There is no such thing as being in shape until you actually get out there and start playing football. It's totally different from any other sport that you've ever played. You can't just be running around, riding a bicycle, and think that you're going to be ready to start hitting. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, and that's what people don't seem to get. A lot of people say that Dak Prescott, he's limited and he can't hit the guy downfield and he can't make audibles. They're full of crap. Eric Davis doesn't know what the frick he's talking about. He just hates the Dallas Cowboys, and he's going to say anything negative that comes to his mind and think that it's real. Yeah, Tom is definitely hurt because his Eagles suck. Well, thank you, Sarah. I love you too. What is Jobu holding? He's holding a chicken wing. You got to have your chicken wings, you got to have your rum, and you got to have your cigar when you're watching the Dallas Cowboys, and I have to be wearing my Jobu jersey. Yeah, that's definitely, it's a chicken wing. Well, Billy Page, welcome to the Jobu Report. So, there's a million other channels that you could be watching. You don't have to be on a Dallas Cowboy one. Right now, Dak Prescott's numbers are going to be better than Tony Romo's, not touchdown passes wise, but his completion percentages, his QBR yardage is actually going to be better than Tony Romo's of 14. Yeah, I agree. You can compare Big Ben and Dak Prescott's because they definitely were, leaders. That's a good comparison. Yes, I have to agree with you. Killer King, Stephen A. Smith is such a loser. But he's a genius because he knows how to get people to talk about him and react to him. Anthony Brown got hit in the early part of the game. He's in concussion protocol, so he didn't come back in the game. Okay, concussion. Stephen A. Smith is annoying. I have to agree with you. Should we trade Romo? When you look around the NFL, here's the thing. After all the stuff we've already gone through with Tony Romo on the bench, and Tony Romo's not starting crap. He's not. I'm not blaming Tony Romo. I'm blaming Jerry Jones. But us as Cowboy fans, unless we are 16-0 and we pitch a shutout every week, some Cowboy fans are still going to bitch. We didn't win by enough points, or we allowed too many points. It was too close. He didn't have a high enough QBR. He didn't throw the ball far enough downfield. And as soon as there's a loss, immediately it's going to be, we need to go to Tony Romo. And that's not good for either of those guys. And the reality is, when a guy like Brock Osweiler can get $75 million off of 6 starts, who is now benched, and the Texans are still on the hook for that money, and he won't start next year. When you look at Kirk Cousins, will probably be franchised and get another $26 million or a mega contract. And you look around the league, places like Cleveland and Jacksonville, and the Rams gave up all they did for Jared Goff, and he can't play. There's no quarterbacks out there. There's a team that's going to look around and say, we paid $75 million for Brock Osweiler, and he can't do crap. We can roll the dice on Tony Romo for a year or two and try and win it all. That is, if you're a team that's close to being there. You're not going to build a franchise around Tony Romo to start with. But if you're a team like Denver that's got a defense and you're close, you say, you know what? million because they've got $30 million in the cap, surprisingly, and try and make that run real quick. So, you know, you might be able to trade him. It may be that he might get traded to someplace he doesn't want to go, and he ends up turning it down. But I think you can definitely trade him. Who I think is the bum of the game? Am I going to do more vlogs? Probably. I can't imagine I wouldn't. Well, Tim, you know what? They hate us because they want to be us. And they've been left out because their team sucks. So to make themselves feel better, they'll come in here to get a little attention. So you got to understand that. See, you're spoiled because you got a real good team. You got a team with great players and a great quarterback. You know, those trolls, they're just sad. Am I going to quit my day job? No, I got bills to pay. I got lots of bills to pay. I would love to be able to just sit here and talk to you guys all day long, but ESPN's not coming knocking for me at the present time. That's right. They hate us because they ain't us. Can you please? Oh, wait. What was that one? Can you please go cuddle your boyfriend? Okay. Yeah, remember the Redskins run the East. Is there any team I can think that the Cowboys can lose to the East? Yeah, they could lose to anybody if they don't play right. YouTube King, can you tell people to look at my channel, please? YouTube King, okay, I'm telling people, check out YouTube King's channel. Please. You're welcome. Right now, you have to say it looks like it could be New England and the Cowboys, but you never know. Yeah, Billy Payne. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to choke. That's it. Well, guys, it is almost 12:30. I need to carry my tired old ass. That's right, tired old ass to bed because I've got to get up in 5 hours. I'll be at the Super Bowl with or without the Cowboys. I'm hoping the Cowboys will be there. So either way, I will bring you guys coverage from the Super Bowl. I've been blessed to have gone to quite a few of them. Unfortunately, none with the Cowboys actually there. So that's where I'm praying that we go. Well, thank you very much, Phoenix. And Billy Payne, it's so nice. Let's see. Where is Billy Payne? Okay. Great show. Thank you very much, Colin. Cowboys versus Texans. I don't think the Texans can go that far. Not with Matt Castle. Well, here's the thing with Randy Gregory. Right now, he's got another failed drug test. It's just the NFL hasn't decided yet on that, and they won't look at that until January. It's conceivable that sometime in January they look at it and say, you're suspended, and he could be, you know, before the first playoff game. So he's okay to play next week, but who knows when the NFL actually looks at it, and it could be that he's not able to play in some of the later playoff games or Super Bowl. Eagle fan alert. Yeah, it's all good. We've got fans from all kinds of teams. All right, guys. I am going to get ready to get out of here. I wish I could stay longer, but I do have to go to my day job in the morning. I did put out an end of the game video before I started this, so be sure to check that out. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to spread the Dallas Cowboy mojo all the way to the Super Bowl. And as always, friends, thank you guys for watching, subscribing, and being a part of it, because without you, this would be nothing. And you guys have a great night.